Hello, my beautiful Geminis. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your July 2020 tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. It's a privilege and honor to connect with you, ascend with you, and read for you, of course. Please like, share, subscribe. It is much appreciated. And for those that always like, share, subscribe, send their love, positive vibes, I appreciate you guys. Happy 2-year anniversary. I didn't even realize, but it was the 2-year anniversary of us ascending and unpacking energies and reading cards and all that good stuff. So I thank you guys for changing my life in ways you couldn't imagine. Now you guys are like, no, we know. Right, we've been ascending together, we know. Yeah, of course you guys do. I love you guys. All right, and I thank you for your patience, because June I just wasn't drawn to read for those energies. I was drawn to look within, and I'm continuing to be drawn to look in and make myself available in a deeper way that I haven't before. So with that being said, temporarily, until about September, I won't be accepting personal readings, except for, of course, the Oracle memberships, but that will ensure that I cap it at 20 a month, which is very doable compared to the 80 average I was doing a month, right? Which, like I said, I told you guys I love doing the personal reading, so that was soft, you know what I mean? But it's just like the way I'm being asked to be available for myself right now on a personal level is why I'm having to pull back from the personal readings, okay? Where usually I'll be cool with the personal readings and I'll pull back from the content. The Divine's asking me to actually do it the other way around because of the deep level healing I'm having to do, but also because of how things are going to play out in the second half of 2020. Like, there's a lot that is being restructured that is outside of the collective's control, but at the same time is a reflection of the restructuring that has occurred inside of the collective through the spiritual journey. So it's just a lot between, like, I kind of told you guys, the way I look at it is like, we have free will, and where free will meets fate is where we pick the path, and then all the destined and fated events that were always meant to occur, from relationships, jobs, whatever, for good and for bad, on that path. And I just feel like because of all this internal restructuring, there's a bunch of people collectively that are hauling ass and picking new paths, and that is going to change. And it starts from within, and then it goes to the nucleus families, the people closest to us, and then it goes to our environments, bigger environments, our workplaces. Now it's our countries. Now it's the world. Like, it's just, it is going to be a lot. I was tapping into Libra season and Scorpio season, and I will do a live and try to see more into those energies, because, you know, collective, we've been talking about August being like a really intense time. July, in these readings, I was talking to you guys a lot about this buildup in July. That is, it's like this buildup energy, and then the sun comes out, right? So it's really good energies, but then there seems to be like almost like a turn. And it's funny because they're saying that COVID, there's like a second wave coming in of this COVID. Remember, collective, it's COVIDious. This is a spiritual battle. So there seems to be another, and really what it is, I'll be honest, it's just a bunch of people going into their dark nights, into the valleys. I believe that we are initiated, all of us are initiated through the valley of the shadow of death. When you choose a conscious, awakened path, right? It's like, it's almost like, I don't know anybody, because a lot of people in the community call it a dark night. And I try to explain to you guys that I identify it more as the valley, like dark phases, right? Where you're learning pivotal lessons, where you're forced to descend, and that there are dark paths. Like, you pick dark paths, right? Anyways, let me reclaim. I feel like I got a little lost with you, Gemini. Anyways, regardless, a lot collectively going on, but I'll be around to maybe do more lives to talk about them and stuff. And I'll still be doing the Patreon daily, weekly content. But again, guys, that's more us talking about and me breaking down the energies on a day-to-day basis with regards to the ascension process. It's not so much about what's going to come in and opportunities. I mean, of course that shit happens, but we're talking deep into how you manifested that, how to handle it, coming in, how it triggers you. Like it's different, right? So if you don't resonate with me as a person so much and just feel like some of the messages hit, you'll feel really triggered over on the Patreon. So it's really for those that feel like there's a vibrational match with regards to alignment and the ascension process. Okay. Anyways, that was the intro, a longer than usual intro, but you guys that timestamp usually, thank you, and please continue to do so. So for the newbies, well, here we are. We're about to get into prayer and get into it. Now, I'll be really honest. The energies going into your reading, Gemini, were a bit sketchy. In the sense of like, I feel like somebody returned back into your life, or you bumped into somebody, okay, who told you and revealed to you something deceptive that occurred to you a long time ago. That maybe your intuition knew, maybe you might have felt. I feel like the divine is going to show you. It's actually not the divine. It's actually your shadow showing you that your shadow told you somebody was trash a long time ago. Because your higher self can see the God, the beauty, the intelligence, the light in anyone and anything. Okay? All right? But your shadow will be able to tell you the opposite. And for some of you, your shadow told you somebody was deceptive, and you allowed the light in them to overpower the darkness, but the darkness had truth there, right? There was truth. So I feel like the truth about the goodness of somebody overpowered the truth about the bad, the lower vibrational parts of them, the untrustworthy due to insecurities, the narcissistic, these kind of things. So there was I feel like your shadow was trying to talk to you years ago about some shit, about somebody. I feel like you are going to be revealed, okay? Triggered, I don't know, but in the 3D, I feel like it already occurred. It could be occurring, but I feel like it already occurred and you're shocked about what. It's not shocked because you all already knew, but a part of you feels shocked because of the emotions that you're getting hit with. It's almost like it just happened. For some of you, you're going to be revealed some deceit. And even though it occurred years ago, somehow emotionally you're triggered it feels like it just happened and you're angry, you're hurt. Allow that triggered feeling, because I feel like the divine is going to show you that there was a pain living inside of you this whole time that you weren't acknowledging because you didn't have facts about. Like, again, you still didn't believe your shadow when your shadow told you that somebody did something really deceptive. Okay? And now it comes in. This truth is validated, like the light is shone, and it's like, listen, even in the darkest of places, the light's here. This is the truth. It's been confirmed. All these emotions you didn't allow to be experienced or to purge because you didn't have facts are now going to be triggered and are going to be purged. You were living with them. You just didn't realize it, meaning you had trust issues that stemmed from this subconscious knowing of the people who deceived you and hurt you, and lived in the illusion that actually didn't happen. But if you looked at the way you move, you could tell that you didn't need any facts, that you knew people hurt you and deceived you in ways. I'm talking about friends sitting beside you, right, who fucked your friends. I'm talking about people who smile in your face and show up to your nearest, like will cry with you at funerals and dog you out. Like, I'm talking really, there is some kind of, because it's karmic, meaning you won't manifest these people again. You'll never be caught slipping like this. You'll never be confused. You'll always trust. Because that's why I'm saying you're not surprised. You're surprised at emotionally how triggered you are about something that comes in that you fucking knew went down. And I'm sorry, Gemini, I had to come out with that energy right away. Why? Because if you're not feeling that way, I don't know if the cards are going to continue this message or bring in something new, but that was a very strong message coming into your reading. Okay? Anyways, let's get into prayer because I don't think I've prayed. You guys can timestamp however you guys timestamp. Anyways, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels. Okay. Like, take a sip of water. Yes, Father God. Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding the material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. I feel like somebody is going to reveal themselves, long and short. I feel like the High Priestess was up here. Yeah. I feel like the High Priestess comes down from the balcony. So somebody is revealing themselves. I'll be honest, for some of you, you're going to be, I feel like there's a masculine energy who's going to be a bit shocked when this feminine energy reveals herself, like who she is. I feel like there's been a feminine who's been communicating with a masculine and he didn't know that it was her, that she was a her, because as you can see in the balcony, it's androgynous. You can't really tell, right? So it just seems like, I don't know, there's some kind of revealing. Of course, this could be reverse, right? But I just felt like this was a scene. Like when I looked down, it felt like it was a scene. She was finally coming off of the balcony to come down and, you know, I feel like the Hermit's like, who's there? Show yourself. And the High Priest is like, okay. And like, there's some kind of revealing here. Anyways, let's see what else, because the deck was in reverse. It is so irrationally hot. Like, I love the sun. I'll lay out in the sun. I'll take naps out, but like, I can't do that bacon. I can't bake like that, man. Like, it hurts and it's hot and it's humid and there's no breeze, so it's no fun. It's no fun. I mean, it's still better than the cold, but I was gonna do the readings outside and I'm like, I can't. I can barely be inside without the AC because, anyways, I don't know why I'm going into this rant now. Some of you guys don't have AC and you're like, don't complain to me. I'm like, some of you guys are in somewhere rural, maybe. Yeah, we gotta take this, the Hermit. Okay, so that's why I wasn't paying attention. The Divine was just trying to get me. Okay. I feel chatty energy. Oh. Okay. For some of you, you might be bringing things. For some of you, you might feel this chatty energy. You might feel like people are talking about you, like you are in yourself. You can feel the energetic vibration of maybe not what people are saying, but the energy signature, whether it's a high vibration or a low vibration. And you might be trying to determine who it is. For others of you, you might have people. I don't know. I'm trying to, the sun. Yeah, it's inevitable, guys. In every deck, in every spread, I keep getting the sun or strength. This is August to me. And I can't see what it is. I just feel like it's this revealing energy. It's this healing energy. It's this peace at last. Because when we talk about the sun and they say it's the happiest card in the deck, to me, the reasons why it's the happiest card in the deck is because of the clarity and the healing that the sun brings. So what makes the sun the happiest card in the deck? Right? You feel fucking happy when you feel fully healed from wounds, or you've gained, you go within and shine bright and heal these wounds within yourself, right? I also feel here that there is a need to go within to validate yourself, which will bring a certain sense of peace and happiness that you are accustomed to getting from other people. This seems like a very big increase in light. Your vibration, Gemini, I feel like is increasing rapidly, and it's because you're going within for validation instead of looking externally for it, right? The Hermit is going within, but as we say within, there's all these people. So that's very ironic to me, right? That's why I love Eugene Vaninsky's decks. They make you think a little, you know what I mean? If this is supposed to be the dark night and we're all alone looking within, who the fuck are these people, right? These are people that will probably this is the people that I feel like the Hermit is trying to get to validate him, which is part of the problem, because once he looks within to validate his own light, he shines bright. Now there's no dark night and it's daytime. And I'm also hearing what happens in the dark comes to light. So there's also, I feel, some clarity about things that were said about you. I feel like you have some really harsh truths about your old karmic cycle that are going to come up because some of you weren't consciously aware that you had emotions stuck in these dark parts of your karmic cycle that you weren't validating because you didn't have proof, external validation, or co-signing. That's not right. Then you'll go harboring these feelings and never validate them. That's what I feel like is being brought to the surface so that it can be permanently healed, so that you don't go into these your new timeline with these trust issues, these needing to get external validation issues, which will always lead you astray, because people are going to try to convince you to go on your path, on their path instead of yours, which will always lead you astray. The new timeline is about picking your own path and then bucking up with people on it, because there's a compatibility because of the choices that each individual made to align themselves to be where you're at, for them to be a part of your life or to be your friend or to move forward in this next journey of life in a relationship or whatever, right? It's not, oh, fuck, you seem more sure about your path, let me hop on. No. This is all this. That's why everybody gets so lost. And that's why people will end up projecting a lot of, for some of you, there's people trying to project onto you, or you could be doing this, trying to make somebody responsible for where they feel they led the relationship. So I'm seeing like a couple being like, well, you did this, and like it's a blaming. Nobody's claiming any power. Nobody is taking any responsibility. And I feel like both people lack awareness. Or if not both people, one person severely who is really just not, somebody isn't taking accountability for how they ended up where they are, and they're blaming somebody that they were codependently reliant on. Well, I depended on you and I listened to you and they're projecting. And this person's going, what the fuck? This is what I mean about this codependent cycle. That's why I didn't want to read for June. It was all that energy. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, but it was constant. There was nothing, because I wasn't able to see into the new timeline yet, because I had to align myself internally. And then when I did and I pulled back, it started to pixelate the new timeline, because you cannot see anything you're not in alignment for, haven't been alignment in. Like, that's why your Akashic records are so important, because you have all these experiences from previous lifetimes of where you've been aligned and all that shit. Like, I don't know, like, there's so much information. The 10 of Pentacles, like, Gemini. It's a lot. It feels like a lot. It feels intense. Going from the dark to the light like this. What other reading? There was this 3 of Swords and the Sun in one other reading. It almost felt like this extreme change in disposition, going from either depressed to really happy, because of something that was triggered and occurred, or the other way around. This isn't some like emotional instability, which is fine, because I believe that emotional instabilities are due to you needing to acclimate and better understand the varyings of your emotion. Guys, we're in Cancer season. Okay, if you're feeling moody, that's because Cancer is big water. That's cardinal water. You understand? Like, that means that allow Cancer to expose you and get you to better understand the depths of yourself, you know, the range of emotions that you have, so you feel like the multidimensional complex being that you are, instead of having a baseline of emotions, happy, sad, and I don't know. What makes you happy? I don't know. Well, why are you sad? No clue. But how are you feeling? Happy, sad. Like, I'm talking like baseline. So that's why I don't let anybody come to me about, oh, you're moody. I'm like, well, I have a bigger range and scope of understanding of emotions, because I allow myself to experience them. That's in a big way how I reclaim freedom from my bloodline. Okay? We're going to feel what the fuck we feel. Let me chill. Okay, I love you guys. I missed you, Geminis. All right. I feel like one more card, and then I want to move on to clarification because that's really big energy. Yeah, the Four of Cups and Judgment. Okay, Gemini, I'm also getting this energy that I believe certain clarity is coming into you. And I feel like for a lot of the collective, the way we come off of this cycle with compassion is because we realize karmically that we've been on every side. There's a lot of people that don't realize yet and can't see how they've done this to somebody else. So for some people, the reason why they can't let go of things that have occurred to them, like there are people who've been through more traumatizing things, okay, in their childhood than they have by things in their adulthood that still haunt them. And I personally believe because those things in your childhood, you didn't go out and do to other people, but there's other things you did go out and do to other people because of that shit that is now playing out to you karmically so that you can see how you being hurt made you hurt other people. Not just being able to identify how their pain got them to hurt you, right? Coming out of the victim, really getting a better understanding. For some of you, somebody could be trying to explain to you why they hurt you and you're not trying to hear it. Why you're not trying to hear it is because you've hurt somebody similarly. Like you've hurt somebody in a similar way, right? I just feel like somebody might be getting rocked with an awareness by, like there could be people that are reflecting back to them. Like the divine could be forcing somebody to see themselves as the karmic energy that they feel victimized by. Because if it didn't happen the same way, like if you didn't go and do exactly what was done to you, you might not realize how karmically you lived out that energy, just at a different frequency of the vibration. It's like the radio, you can hear on a couple of frequencies, right? Like it's getting down to the nitty gritty here in this karmic cycle collective, guys. I really feel like some of you guys are going to be really triggered by how the divine is going to get you to be aware that you have been who you're complaining about, who you think hurt you, or not who you think, because you have to validate the injustices, right? But then also see from bird's eye view how you were a part of this karmic cycle to begin with. I'm talking about in your adulthood, the people you chose to be around you, right? Chose to occupy your time with, make available to, I don't know. Like I'm getting like, some of you are going to find out that people were like somebody's going to tell you like, oh, these people were talking shit about you. And you're going to go, I already knew that already. I don't need to hear that, right? Like it's cool too, because I've talked shit about them, right? So not playing the victim. Because I hear this debating of it. Like it's I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Like those who will overstand it will overstand what I'm saying. Because you have a bird's eye view of your karmic cycle and you know what time it is. You understand how the law of attraction works. I'm tired of hearing people always victimized about the people that they bring into their life when those people are a reflection of them and they just can't see that. Like out of all the billions of people in the world, why do you keep attracting these people? Why? Because it's a part of you that likes them. Not understanding that, right? Like blaming other people. I'm also getting this weird codependency, like somebody's judgment day is up with regards to these codependent. I feel like a lot of people in June dropped codependent relationships, and that whole month was the karmic energy. It was like the inevitable realization that the karmic energy knew that it wasn't in alignment with some of the people who were moving on into the new timeline. So there was a bunch of people lashing out, trying to shame people for the changes that they were making, trying to shame people for the decisions to want to move forward, better the bloodline, better themselves, shame them for exposing them for the truths of their low vibrational lives and trying to project it back onto them. That was all of June. July's a whole nother vibe though. Why? Because the sun's out, babe. Okay, so now the reality of the situation is here. People are at peace with whatever the fuck it is. It's like, it is what it is type energy, but really feeling happy about that because the clarity and the healing that comes of just accepting things the way they are because you understand the bigger picture. I'm also getting that there could be some people, because it looks like we go from all of these people to these two. There is somebody, because it looks like, look, you see this bridge? It's the Hermit and then the Four of Cups. So I'm just looking at the picture. It looks like it goes from all these people to just these two. It looks like some of you are really trying to make a decision on your own. This could be somebody else, of course, too. But it looks like you're trying to make an independent decision, and there are people that are really it's like there are people who were cool and understood what you were trying to do. There are other people who just said, fuck it, you detached yourself from them. But then there are other people, this karmic energy, that didn't want to let go and try to convince you not to go within, because they wanted you to not feel and see what it is within that would have exposed the truth about who they really were in your life. And for some of you, these were people who were always roadblocks, right? But they had a karmic resonance. Okay, so you were able to learn karmic lessons with them, which is why you were attracted to them in your life. I don't know if this is making any sense, guys, but I'm gonna 25 minutes in. I think that's good for the tarot. Yeah, moving forward. It's time to move forward. The ships are coming in. It's not just one, it's multiple. But yeah, I feel like there's all these unions too. Looks like a lot of pairs and couples. Anyways, 'tis the season, is it? Okay, we're going to go into clarification here. I'm going to use the Butterfly Oracle. I just want one because then I want to go. I mixed, actually I have to pee. Hold on. Okay, sorry guys, I had to take a quick break. But yeah, I'm actually not going to use the Butterfly Oracle yet. I'm going to go right into, I mixed Eugene Beninsky's Inner Garden Oracle deck and the Dance of Death Oracle. So it should be interesting. Okay, let's get into it. Just making sure I'm not foaming at the mouth. It's a lot of talking. 12 hours of content in a week, guys. It's a lot. You already know the answers to your questions lingering inside your head. Collective, I really feel like some of you guys are going to be triggered. You are not going to, you're going to go to people asking for advice and it's not going to resonate with you. You're going to try watching readings and nothing's going to resonate with you. And it has nothing to do with the readers. It has to do with the divine trying to tell you that the answers that you seek are within. They're not externally to you. That would be the, what do you call it? The Hangman. It's not the Hangman. This is the Hermit, right? Happiness isn't something you remember. It's something you experience. And I feel like, yeah. I feel like for some of you, you've been kind of relying on past happiness memories. I feel like some of you guys in the month of July and August are going to have opportunities to make new happy memories. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's you not ignoring the opportunity. So when people ask you to go out or ask you to go and do things with them, you don't do what you usually do and respond, that behavioral patterning where you feel more comfortable alone. You should allow your ascension and all of the truth and all the parts of you that reclaimed you to get you to feel comfortable. Maybe there are people you haven't really chilled with a lot. You know what I mean? And maybe it is a risk to spend a weekend or go out or whatever, but why not? I feel like there's this need to allow this new energy to come in so you can make new happy memories. I feel like some of you guys are relying on happy memories that you had in the past, which you need to be careful because what happens is that will get you to want to manifest past experiences instead of allowing your mind to download new pleasure, new opportunities, new desires, right? Allow your fire energy to lead you to new happy, because allow the Knight of Wands in you to fucking find another flame. Okay. I don't want to take, Some of you guys are taking a financial hit. Whoa. For some of you guys, you lost a job and you saw it as a blessing in disguise and you invested into what it is that you really love with the Merchant here. Even if you didn't have a desire, even if you didn't even think you would be able to be super abundant, you didn't give a fuck. You're like, I'm taking this as an opportunity to invest my time in something that I wanted to do anyways. It's like this energy of, I wanted to do this anyways. I wanted to end this anyway so I could do this. with the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. And then you go do that. It's amazing. I feel like with the Pope here, these are your morals, your values, your beliefs. This is high level passion. It's you putting everything you've got into something, but not just financially and mentally, but emotionally. Like I'm hearing putting my all into something, putting my all into something. Somebody might want to feel that way about a relationship, but I feel like it was around like a project, an endeavor, and it becomes incredibly lucrative because with the Ten of Wands, this is a big break. For some of you, you get a big break. The Jester is literally coming out of a very hard time. So with the Peasant, that's what this hard time is, coming out of this really hard time. So it's dropping the burden of the past karmic cycle because there's this newfound optimism and excitement about the new timeline. That's what the Jester speaks of. Death showing him this necklace, being like, look what I got. And the Jester's like, fuck, I've been waiting to get out of here for a while. I'm excited about that. I've been looking for an opportunity like that. And then boom, with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So this is a great successioning. This is how, what I believe the divine wanted us to always love ourselves enough to understand that we never needed to sell our souls to the devil to make money and be abundant. Okay? Seriously. That's why a lot of people lack happiness, because they look at money as being the only thing that makes them really happy because it's all they need. That's why the devil is able to trick them. I know I didn't say that right. I'm trying to channel this. It's hot as fuck. It's unreasonably hot. That's why I'm slimy right now. Okay? Anyways, but I'm not complaining because I really don't like the winter. It's not my favorite season. Let's just say that. People will be like, aren't you Canadian? Like, didn't you get used to it? I'm like, excuse me? Who the hell gets used to that? I think nobody gets used. I think we all just like do what we got to do to bear the winter. That's why summer can be really lit in Toronto, because everybody wants to be outside. But with this whole COVID, anyways, we make do. All right. I'm going to go into clarification, but with another deck, and then stability. If you have something good in your life, don't let it go. And I feel like that's what this Merchant is. It's something good in your life you didn't let go and are now reaping the rewards of it. Putting in my all. Some of you guys dedicated yourself to something, even if you had no validation and no help. Because if this is in reverse, there was no assistance. Right? But anyways, let's keep going. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and God. Leaving, and that flipped literally upside down. With Judgment, something, you could be revisiting something from the past that used to make you happy. So when we talk about like needing to not live in past happiness, it's like you could be reflecting over times that made you really happy, but you're leaving that happiness in the past and you're just kind of reflecting on it, letting those little feelings butt up, when there could be things that you could go back and revisit and do and bring that happiness back into your present day. So they could be like extracurriculars. This is like loving fucking soccer as a 16-year-old and then joining some like over 40 league. You know what I mean? That you go and do like every couple of weeks or every weekend or some shit, or a couple times a week or whatever. You get what I mean? It's like bringing something back into your life, but it's more so revisiting something that you used to do. Long and short, I also see somebody revealing. I feel like somebody is revealing that they're not happy and they're leaving a situation, but because they didn't tell anybody, there's all this like response now about, are you sure? What are you doing? Oh my God, how did you come to this? Like there's all of this, because I feel like somebody literally made this decision in the privacy of themselves. They did not tell friends. They did not tell family. They literally came out and said, I'm done in this relationship and I am moving on. They could have even backed this shit up with the Sun. That is really full clarity. So this could be somebody saying like, I've been working on this. I've been ending, like this cycle could have been ended privately by somebody and they're now revealing it to everybody in their life. So now it's not even like anybody can say anything. They don't even know how to help you. You've already done this. You've already moved. Like some of you might be revealing some shit and people are like, yeah, new exercise program, healing from the past. Regardless, this is a different message. But I just feel like some of you guys, these people are going to go, they keep coming to you going, well, and you go, no, that's changed. I've already done this. I've already paid for this. This is already happening. I feel like there's going to be several attempts, Gemini. For those of you that resonated with that message about doing this smartly and privately, this is a big change. And you are now revealing this to everyone. And there is no turning back from what I gather. The steps that you've taken and what you've done, like, I feel like you've invested money, time, like this is a new timeline. It's just a matter of letting everybody know about it. Because I feel like people were trying to look and see what you were doing, but it was too dark and it wasn't clear. Now, Gemini's in their full power, lit up like a Christmas tree, and now everybody is going to get clear. And I just feel like there's this energy of these people that are really still trying to go, well, I feel like some of you guys didn't give somebody an opportunity to keep you stuck on a karmic cycle because you knew they would try to, because you know that they are associated with this karmic cycle and the burdens of it that you are ready to drop. For some of you, because this could be you're seeing a partner, a change in a partner, and you're wondering why there's been such a change in their energy. You're about to find out. You're about to find out. Because I feel like somebody doesn't know. I feel like somebody was trying to tell somebody like about their partner, give them some clarity about somebody they were dating, that it wasn't good, that their partner, like whatever it was, this person was telling their friends about their relationship. Their friends were trying to tell them that don't look good. And this person was scratching their head. I just feel like something gets revealed that their partner was actually like it's like, for example, this is somebody talking to their friends being like, oh, me and my partner haven't done this, and and your friends are like, well, maybe they're with somebody else or doing something else. And I just feel like, okay, for some of you, you could have brought an idea to your partner about what you wanted to invest in, what you wanted to do, and they didn't back you up, and you went and did it privately, and it's becoming really successful, and you're doing really well, but you can't get past the fact that you asked somebody for their help and their support and they didn't give it to you, and now you're on this new path looking at them like, I don't know if I want you coming with me. And it could be about money. Some of you might feel that because you didn't get support, any kind of money that you're getting, somebody doesn't deserve, that they might feel they deserve because of their proximity to you or because of what they did for you in the past. I don't know. There's some funky energy here. Anyways, the new exercise program and healing from the past. I feel this is breakup energy. Some of you need to don't allow yourself to dwell. I feel like some of you guys are, but there is this need to balance out the low vibration that you're feeling of any past shit that you're purging with high vibration. And an easy way to increase your vibration, okay, is working out and eating healthy. And it's not the easiest in the sense of, for those like myself who didn't create healthy living patterns. So I'm now having to do that as a whole grown ass adult, right? Where other people are used to eating healthy and working out, even if it's just a couple times a week. I'm literally having to go down to the basics to build this up. So I know why that came out for me. But regardless, I feel though this came out for somebody or a group of you that's going through some kind of purging and healing from the past, or purging and healing from the past, and or went through a heartbreak recently that triggered a bunch of past wounds that you're in a deep, dark night about. And I feel like there is a need to balance and ground yourself. So purge the fire energy with working out, but also ground and get that earth energy, because working in your body like that is the easiest way to ground yourself if you're feeling like you are just so ungrounded, right? With where you're at, where you want to go, that earth energy that makes us feel secure about moving forward. It's like that energy of when you've been on the sea or on a boat or on water for a long time, and then you hit the ground and you kiss it. It's because it's stable and it's secure, and there is no, doubt that the ground beneath you is going to crumble. That stability, that needing to provide yourself stability even when you're being rocked within the waters of yourself emotionally. as you heal from the past. Okay? And then we will wrap with the Work Your Light Oracle, which we'll read from the deck. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments, your thoughts about what it is you are feeling and going through. Okay? And share. So the card that you got, which I thought was very fitting, you actually got two, and we'll read both, okay? Because I like them both. I really like this deck. It's kind of cool. All right, you got Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? And Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy, which was what we were just talking about, of your vibration maybe being really low because of you having to go into the depths of yourself and heal, but allowing yourself to do things to change your energy that are healthy. For some of you, the new exercise regime, you had some idea that it should look like, I don't know. I feel like this is a need to like be creative with exercise, not just going to the gym and getting a trainer and doing the zombie way, like actually doing something, getting exercise in a way that brings a lot of joy to you, because it's a sport, or it's, even if you're going for runs, maybe you live in a city, maybe drive yourself out to places, cool places where you can go run and it feels like an adventure every time. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's this need to balance this out. This healing, low vibrational energy, and it's not low vibrational to heal from the past. I'm just saying how low vibrational it might make you feel because of where you got to go to heal these wounds, but then balancing it out with getting your vibration to spike with working out, dancing, laughing, whatever your soul is calling you to do. Okay. Dancing with life. Yeah, I'm spicy because it's hot and I don't know. It's Gemini. I'm a Gemini Venus. I don't like how this book is fucking done. Don't make it. I have to stop doing that while I use her book. It's like sending bad vibes. I love the deck. I just don't like how it's, okay, I'm done with that. There. See, as soon as I was done with that, I saw the page, right? Anyways, do something to change your energy. Life is always moving forward. If you resist this ever-changing flow, your energy will become stagnant and you will fall out of flow with the universe. The universe has a mysterious, intelligent force, a natural rhythmic beat, which governs all of life. One of the best ways to shift your energy, frequency, and vibration is to put on some music and dance along with it. When we dance unrestrained, our spirit takes over, and with each new bop, sway, and kick, we are rocked back into harmony with the rest of life. Get unstuck by doing something that shifts your vibration. Put on some music, dance unrestrained, fall into the frequency of life. In doing so, your body will begin to learn how to be moved by your intuition, which is connected with the systemic beat. If dancing isn't your thing, then simply do something that you would not usually do to shift the energy. You cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it, and you cannot attract a different experience without changing your energy first. It's time to shift things up and to find a way to dance along with the beat of life. Shift things up, whatever it is, because I just feel like in that dark night, in your low vibration, you'll remember some things that really made you happy, that you're just sad and depressed that you weren't able to do, that your inner child's like, but I fucking wanted to do that and I love that and nobody took me and da 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 da. Well, you can do it now, right? It's like the energy where it was like when I was young and I would like try to like touch the radio in the car. My mom would be like, don't touch it. When you get your car, you can do what you want with the radio. So you best believe when I first got my own car, man, I'd be blasting that shit. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, my mom came through in the reading. Answer the call. We'll read this one now. What is your soul calling you to do? Your guidance is divinely guided. You are being called to answer the call of your soul. It might be scary. It might not make sense. But if you trust your soul's yearning, you will live a life beyond your mind, beyond what your mind could possibly imagine. Answering the soul's calling is not a one-time thing, rather a lifelong dance. Deep down, you already know what you long for, what your soul yearns for. Whatever you are called to do, that is your calling. Don't overthink it. Don't wait for permission, validation. Just say yes. Most people are waiting for a step-by-step plan before they take the first step, but intuition doesn't work like that. It takes faith and courage to answer the calls of your soul, and that's why most people don't do it. But you are not most people. You are in exactly the right place to answer your calling now. You don't need to know the whole plan. You don't even need to know what it is leading, where it is leading. You just need to take the next step. No one has ever had the complete perfect plan. There is no end destination. There is no right or wrong way to do it. And you do not need permission from anyone else. Sometimes the more resistance we have around answering a soul calling, the more important it is to our soul's growth. What's your calling you to do? All right, I think we'll leave that there so you can answer that. Okay, I love you, my beautiful Geminis. Please like, share, subscribe, and until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.